suit with similar mandates.
I don't come to this decision easily. I fully recognize that in some cases, I am choosing between saving people's lives and saving people's livelihoods. But ultimately, you can't have a livelihood if you don't have your life.
We're going to close the valve, all right? Because the rate of increase in the number of cases portends a total overwhelming of our hospital system. We need everyone to be safe, otherwise no one can be safe.
And think about this. New York State, just today, the death toll rose by 627. That's the highest in a single day. While UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson launched a new nationwide lockdown, telling cafes and pubs and bars and restaurants to close. President Trump today officially has suspended most non-essential traffic across the U.S.-Mexico border as threatened. Trump also insisted he's using his authority under the Defense Production Act to speed up manufacturing, but he gave no clear indication of what is exactly being done.
I invoked the Defense Production Act, and last night we put it into gear.
So you're using it now to tell businesses they need to make ventilators, masks, respirators?
For certain things that we need,
okay.
including some of the very important emergency. I would say ventilators, probably more masks to a large extent. We have millions of masks which are coming.
You haven't actually directed any companies to start making more ventilators or masks, right?
I have, yes.
How many companies?
A lot.
We were given no follow-up evidence as to what he was talking about there. Senate Republicans will be working this weekend trying to hammer out a stimulus bill to help Americans affected by the economic fallout from the pandemic. The goal is to have a bill ready for a vote on Monday. Wall Street Journal notes that under the Senate Republicans' opening proposal
Day from April 15th to July 15th, families and businesses who have this extra time to file with no interest or penalties. Secretary DeVos has directed federal lenders to allow borrowers to suspend their student loans and loan payments without penalty for at least the next 60 days, and if we need more, we'll extend that period of time.
Meanwhile, one member of that White House task force revealed
we're seeing another concerning trend that the mortality and
Dr. Anthony Fauci, you see him there on stage, also tried to manage expectations concerning one of President Trump's pronouncements, the anti-malaria drug that the president was talking up so aggressively yesterday. Trump said the FDA had approved it for the virus. Not true. He thinks it could be a game changer. Here is Fauci on that subject.
Is there any evidence to suggest that, as with malaria, it might be used as a prophylaxis against COVID-19?
No, the answer is no. We're trying to strike a balance between making something with a potential of an effect to the American people available at the same time that we do it under the auspices of a protocol that will give us information to determine if it's truly safe and truly effective. But the information that you're referring to specifically is anecdotal.
Though, I guess nearly 200 dead, 14,000 who are sick, millions, as you witnessed, who are scared right now. What do you say to Americans who are watching you right now who are scared?
I say that you're a terrible reporter. That's what I say. Go ahead. I think it's a very nasty question, and I think it's a very bad signal that you're putting out to the American people. The American people are looking for answers, and they're looking for hope. And you're doing sensationalism, and the same with NBC and Comcast. I don't call it Comcast. I call it Concast. Let me just for whom you work. Let me just tell you something. That's really bad reporting. And you ought to get back to reporting instead of sensationalism. Let's see if it works. It might and it might not. I happen to feel good about it, but who knows? I've been right a lot. Let's see what happens.
So there was that.
A softball. I was trying to provide the president an opportunity to reassure the millions of Americans, members of my own family and my neighbors in my community, and plenty of people sitting at home right now. This was his opportunity to do that, to provide a sort of positive or uplifting message. Instead, you saw the president's answer to that question.
Meanwhile, tweeted himself to the Ethics Committee after ProPublica revealed that after reassuring Americans that the government was prepared to combat the virus, quote, the powerful chairman of the Senate Intelligence Committee sold off a significant percentage of his stocks. Burr defended his statement to NBC News, saying he relied solely on public news reports to guide my decision. Burr is taking heat from his fellow Republican senator from North Carolina, the up for re-election Tom Tillis.